right, Microsoft put out their numbers last week. They were fantastic. We absolutely love Microsoft. One of our favorite names. It's obviously a juggernaut. It's a beast. The numbers are astounding, truly staggering. If you've never taken a look, and you're not in the market, these numbers they'll just blow you away. They blow me away, and I look at stocks all the time. So for starters, let's just the invested capital in this company is $220 billion, and they're earning $61 billion a year in EBITDA per year. $61 billion in EBITDA per year. It's astounding, right? Okay. From the press release, this is just Q4, and I just gave you a full year number. This is just Q4. For the quarter, yes. For the results, quarter end December 31st. Yes, okay. Revenue was $36.9 billion, an increase of 14%. What giant increases of revenue? 14% without acquisitions. Nothing major anyways. Operating income was $13.9 billion, an increase of 35%. Net income was $11.6 billion, increased 38%. Diluted earnings per share was $1.51, increased 40%. This is a giant, okay? Now, how are they doing this? It's through recurring revenue. The smartest thing they did was, I forget exactly what year, 5-6 years ago, when Satya Nadella took over. He said, we got to get away from this selling the Office suite on a, what do you call it, one-off basis. Like, we do a release and then we get a big revenue increase and make a ton of money and everyone upgrades and then it peters out and then people hang on to their suite as long as they possibly can before it just becomes too old and antiquated. And they said, let's get away from that. Let's just charge everybody a very low fee, but every year, and they're always up to date. Okay, and that's for all their products essentially. And then they've added other products like LinkedIn and the cloud services where you're hosting and putting your files online and development and everything else. It's staggering, and everything is recurring revenue. It's an astounding model. It's just incredible. So there's even more numbers we can talk about here. Revenue in productivity and business process. So that's basically Office, LinkedIn, and some other smaller products. Was $11.8 billion, up 17%. That's incredible. Okay, revenue in intelligent cloud. And now that includes their cloud services in this product, Azure, for development of AI and things like that, was $11.9 billion as well, up 27%. Revenue in personal computing was $13.2 billion. So that's Windows, Surface, Xbox, Search. These numbers are astounding, and almost all of it is recurring revenue, except for maybe the personal computing. Well, even some of that is too. But clearly buying a Surface machine, computer is not. But Windows is. Search is kind of a different animal. Xbox isn't quite the same, but there are some recurring revenues even with Xbox. I mean, look, it's just, these numbers are just off the chart. For such a big company and still growing like that, it's crazy. Let's take a look at our model and show you. I think it's really a fascinating case, actually, because when the stock wasn't doing all that great was when the returns were really high. But people kind of figured out that this was not a sustainable business, right? And then returns started coming down. The stock wasn't doing much. And it was actually somewhere around here where returns were coming down, but they were changing the business model. So we were getting away from the one-hit, big release type model and more of a steady. And you could see it coming. So we actually started to get in here, even though returns were coming down. We said, look, returns are going to come down, but they're replacing everything with recurring revenue, recurring revenue, recurring revenue. And now is when it's really starting to pay off. As you can see, returns bottomed out at 14. Everything's, as I said, on recurring revenue. I can sound like a broken record. Now it's up to 17. And I think this just keeps climbing. There's no real reason to believe this will go down. It should go up slowly now. You won't have these spikes, but it should go up slowly but surely. And this is better for consumers anyway. So you don't hear any antitrust problems with Microsoft because everything they do is good for the consumer. It's a super clean company now. I don't even know it's a giant. We'll see. Those things can change obviously over time, but as of right now, you've got an absolute beast, an absolute juggernaut, and I think you got to stick with it until some major thing comes down the pipe. And right now, it's hard to envision what that would be. Thanks for watching our investment video. If you want to improve your portfolio returns, simply subscribe. Or if you're an investment advisor or a retail investor and you want help with your portfolio more directly, we can help you with a managed account and manage each and every trade for you.